All right, y'all, Keith Axe here with W.K.D Construction, and today we are going to start on a floating mantle for the beautiful shiplap fireplace we have here in the pool house. It's not gonna be your average plain floating type mantle. It's gonna have a secret, you know. It's gonna be hinged. I've never built one like this before. So it's something new to me, but I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna be hanging a Samsung portrait TV, and it has a external, I guess, hard drive, kind of the brains of the TV that will be mounted into that inset. And I need a place that we can access it later. So we're gonna create basically an 8x8 solid maple floating mantle. But it's gonna be hinged. That way you can lift it up, work on the components, hook the HDMI cords up, whatever you need, put it back down, and it's gonna be there. It's gonna be slick, it's gonna look clean, and nobody's gonna know it's gonna be hinged, so, we're gonna get with it. So this is what we're gonna start with, is a 1x8, which this is actually a full 8 inches. Solid maple. I had a buddy, he owns a mill here in Camden, Tennessee. It's called River Hardwoods. And he milled this up for me in a couple days. And that's what we're gonna use, and we're gonna get started. And we'll probably end up using a clear finish. That way we can keep, we're not gonna stain it. That way we can keep the contrast between the light wood and the black on the shiplap. All right, I've got most of my pieces ripped up. I've got a 45-degree bevel on the ends and ripped with a 45-degree bevel. And then I've got this little notch I put on the back side of it. That way it will accept. I'm going to use a piano hinge, and I'm going to recess that, screw it to there, and it'll set flush up against the wall, and you really won't see it. Since the fireplace is black, you're not going to see the black hinge. So. So I have the piano hinges. I had used 2 of them mounted, got all the screws in there. Be sure to pre-drill, especially in some hardwood like hickory, because it will strip your screw heads in a hurry. But this will mount up against the shiplap, and of course when you lift it up, it's going to fold this way and then go back down, and the weight, the mantle itself will hold it. Or gravity hold it, actually, not with the weight of the, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Inertia.
I'm new. And as far as the height where I'm going to mount it, it's basically kind of determined by this box. I'm going to use the face of the mantle, which is going to be 7 3/4 inches. And I want the bottom of the mantle just to kind of barely cover that bottom of this box up. So I'm just going to measure up 7 3/4 and subtract the width of the piano hinge, draw a level line, and then we'll mount it, and then of course center it from left to right. Check it out. Made me a little mantle jig. Just cracked a few boards the thickness of the inside miter for the width of the mantle. Couple boards on the side. And then I can just take it, slide it on there, and then mark it. Cool.
I thought it was no.
You got oil.
For now?
So I'm just using a self-centering drill bit or a mix bit. That way I can get a perfect center on my holes. And I'm just barely going deep, not even just an 1/8 inch deep, just to kind of indent it. Because this wood, which is actually the shiplap is actually plywood, I don't want to pull it out, pull the threads out of it, strip it. So I just wanted to do a dry run. Go ahead and mount the my throat's dry. Try to mount the top piece. Go ahead and get all of my screws in there. That way we're not fighting the weight of the mantle once we get it up there. So that way I'll just go ahead and screw everything up, take it down, I'll build the mantle, then we can come and then just screw it in a lot easier than trying to wrestle the mantle. check it out. You're wanting that miter to fit extra tight, and you got a 45 on each bevel, just like you see me do on the flapper wheel. Just kind of hit it on the back side, leave the front side alone. That way it's kind of a over miter, just a slight. You don't need it a whole lot. So do that on both pieces, and your miter will be a lot tighter right on the point. Like so. Nice. Come on, baby. Yes, sir.
What?
Got it, coach. It's always nice when a plan works and you've never even done it. Beautiful. So you need to hook your TV stuff up. Boom. Got it. We'll chase a wire down through right there. Bring the HDMI cord, and then the little brain box will sit right there. Of course, there's your electricity. So, and I'm not going to cut a hole. We'll cut an access hole behind the TV, but I want to get the TV mounted and make sure we got it in the right place. So when we mount the TV, we will cut an access hole, and then we'll be able to fish the HDMI and the power cord down in behind the mantle. All right, y'all, that's it. That's how we built a floating hingeable mantle, solid maple. Never done it before, and I'm tickled with it. I'm very, very happy with the result that it came out with. So I'm just gonna give a shout out to my guy at River Hardwoods here in Camden, Tennessee, that got me milled all of the solid maple for me. Looks beautiful, super clean, clear, looks great. So let's go, let's see it one more time. Let's see it in action. I'm gonna show you. Take it, go flip it up. Oh yeah, do that. Nice. If you like what we're doing, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell. You get a notification when we make new videos. As I've said before, I am Keith Dykes of W.K.D Construction. This is the Pool House, and thanks for watching.